Welcome to 2025, an investigative reporting news show that plans to expose Western medical for causing a medical Munchausen syndrome to the world, keeping a world sick for profit and status for centuries. The sickness they created, exposing medical Munchausen syndrome. Hi, I am the Shadow Reporter. In 2025, a startling revelation would shake the very foundation of Western medicine. What if the very system meant to heal us was the source of our suffering? Tonight, we investigate how the medical industry, through subliminal messaging, unnecessary procedures, and a monopoly on illness, kept a nation sick for profit. This is the story of medical Munchausen syndrome and how the people fought back. Take it away, Shadow Journalist. Segment 1. The fraud behind the white coat. Shadow Journalist. For decades, people trusted doctors, believing in their expertise, their Hippocratic oath. But what if that trust was weaponized against us? A doctor, who wishes to remain anonymous, says,
"Most people don't question test results because they don't understand them. We tell them something is wrong, and they believe it. That's how the system works."
Shadow Reporter. Every year, billions of dollars flowed into the pockets of hospitals, pharmaceutical giants, and surgical centers, all fueled by the illusion of sickness. A former medical sales rep states,
"Doctors get kickbacks. They perform surgeries, prescribe medications, whatever brings in revenue. It's not about health, it's about business."
Segment 2. The Pharma Connection. Shadow Journalist. Experts estimate that the opioid epidemic alone made Big Pharma over $400 billion. But what happens when the same substances that are illegal on the street are repackaged and sold as medicine? Shadow Journalist. How do you explain that a single prescription bottle of opioids contains the equivalent of a street-level dime bag? The pharma rep has no comment. Shadow Reporter. Silence speaks volumes. Segment 3. The Cost of Medical Deception. A grieving mother clutches a photo of her daughter. A mother expresses,
"She was 19. Went in for a minor procedure, but the doctor pushed an additional surgery cosmetic without telling us. It wasn't covered. When she died from complications, we couldn't even get burial insurance."
Shadow Reporter. Unnecessary surgeries. Unapproved procedures. And insurance companies washing their hands of the aftermath. Segment 4. Experimentation behind closed doors. A former patient has this to say.
"I went under for a basic procedure, having my tubes tighted. I woke up, while I was still under, and I knew something was wrong. Blood everywhere. This was supposed to be a small scope through my belly button. They quickly put me under again. Later, after some investigation, I found out they'd taken my eggs. When I went to confront the doctor, he was gone, had taken all my files and fled to another country. No one will believe me. I don't know what to do."
This patient wanted to tell everyone to be careful going in for a procedure.
"I woke up in the middle of my surgery and there were bags of blood hanging beside me that I was still hooked up to, and it was sucking my blood out. Beside me on the table there were tissue samples that looked like they had taken them out of my body. I hurt for weeks. But I was just supposed to be getting my appendix removed. How can you prove this happened? They just say you were delusional from the medication."
Shadow Reporter. The reality was darker than anyone could have imagined. A medical Jekyll and Hyde in real life. I am starting to think all the narcissists become doctors. Segment 5. The Collapse of Western Medicine. Shadow Reporter. With overwhelming evidence, the people took action. Lawsuits flooded the courts. Arrests were made. The medical industry was no longer seen as a beacon of health, but a criminal empire. Reports have come in. As soon as the medical Munchausen was shut down, something incredible happened. Cancer rates plummeted. Diabetes, MS, Parkinson's, illnesses that defined an era, began to vanish. The world had been sick, because they were told they were sick. Final words. Shadow Reporter. The fall of the medical empire marked the rise of true healing. No longer dictated by false diagnoses and fabricated diseases, people reclaimed their health. The world would never be the same again. March 2025, the day medicine fell.